I have a wedgie. Welcome to the Set Breaker podcast. All right. Well, I got to turn this down. Welcome to the Set Breaker podcast. And it is me, your host, Michael Kim, a.k.a. Mike Kim, a.k.a. Mike Kim Comedy. All right, guys. Some of you know this, and some of you don't, but over the weekend, on Sunday, well, technically Monday, because this happened around 1:30 a.m., I hit 100,000 followers on TikTok. I hit 100,000 followers. What the fuck, man? And that was, what date was that? That was, what is it, 21st, 20th? That was on the 20th at 1:30 a.m. Okay, the 20th of this month. I thought I would hit, my goal was to hit 50,000 by the end of this month. I have more than doubled it. And right now, this is being shot on a Tuesday. I have 108,300 followers on TikTok. I don't know what the fuck is going on, but I will take that. And here's what happened over the weekend. I've had so many awesome people in my life, in my community online, through TikTok that has supported me so fucking much. And I was gonna go to sleep that night. It was like midnight, and I was like, dude, we're not gonna hit 100K by tonight. I knew by Monday we would, but I was like, we're not gonna fucking hit that shit. Not like I thought I'd have to stay up to like fucking 3 a.m. or 4 a.m. or something. But they were like, no, stay, come on, stay. Like, we'll stay up with you. You know, and there was people that was staying up till like 5:30 in the morning and 4 a.m. and I think it was 6 a.m. for some people. It was crazy. They were so excited for me. They supported me so fucking much. They were like, hey, we're here with you. We want to celebrate. And one of them showed me this follower count thing. That's like a live follower count website. So it shows you in real time how many people follow you, unfollow you, on this big ass on your computer. So I thought I still had like 80 left to go when it was getting close to 100K, right? And then so I'm like, okay, I got time, because it was going like up, like 1 or 2 followers every, I don't know, 10 seconds or something like that. So I was like, all right, whatever, I'll take a piss. So I go to take a piss in the bathroom right here. I come back and I see the chat, because I was live streaming the whole thing, and I see the chat and everybody's like, you hit 100K, you hit 100K. And I'm like, nah, no, I didn't, because I looked at my laptop. It said I'm like still like 70 away. So then I clicked a little TikTok in the live stream. You can click your profile picture thingy and it'll show what your follower count is, and it said 100K. And I was like, oh, we celebrated, but it was 1:30 in the morning, you know, and I don't live alone. So I was like, yeah, come on, yeah. Oh, yeah, come on, yeah. Like that, right? I wanted to scream. And after celebrating for like, I think like a minute and a half, I just grabbed my head and I was like, oh my God. And I just got really silent and I stared off into the distance. And then I almost started crying. I almost started crying. I wish you guys saw the chat, man. The chat was going crazy. Everybody was throwing emojis like, yeah, celebrate. Woo, Mike, yeah, we fucking love you. We did it. Yeah, woo. It was crazy. Just pop. I think there was 80 people with me that night, or 90, that was watching during my live stream. And I got super emotional, man. I had to start controlling my breath. Otherwise, I would have started crying. And there was a point where I didn't have control, and then my eyes got watery, and like I made a face of, you know, when you're about to cry. I was like, and I was like, oh, and I had to wipe my eyes a little bit because they were like a little watery. But I had to do my breathing technique to calm myself down. Otherwise, I would have started crying. And I'm sure they would have appreciated it, because that's very real and raw emotion. But yeah, I don't know. The reason why I got so emotional wasn't so much that it was the 100K, okay? Because after 50K, I was like, cool, right? Whatever. Because you think you'd feel some type of way after hitting these certain numbers, but it's just like, well, it's another day. You got to keep doing more work, put out more content. Don't get too happy. Like, celebrate, have gratitude, but make sure to keep moving. Otherwise, you're gonna get lazy and whatever. And the thing that got me so emotional was the fact that there was this huge outpouring of people. Like, dude, honestly, I think they were happier for me than I was happy for myself, the people that were on the live, my community, friends. Honestly. Because I always had a hard time accepting not just praise, but also celebrating myself, because anytime I celebrated something, it always got taken away growing up, right? So I learned to be fearful of that. And just having that much support from people, and it's not just the people that were in the live, it was a bunch of people, like so many people that kept saying like, yeah, you're gonna hit 100K, you will, over weeks. I believe in you, I've always believed in you. And I think it's because I didn't get that stuff growing up, right? Like, people always shame me or made me feel like shit for being who I was, and finally I'm getting all the support. And it just made me emotional. It hit me really fucking hard that all these people, there was people in there that said, dude, I remember being in your live, because my average view count on my lives are like, that the people that stay on at once is like 80 to 100 now. But before, it would be maybe like 15 or 20 that would watch at once. And then they're like, I was here since you're at 20. And then there was people that were like, I was here since you had like 10,000 followers, some even earlier. So that means they were here watching me over the past weeks grow from that amount to over 100K. It's crazy. It's like this relationship with, it is a relationship, but it's cool, man. Like, seeing progression, and like, they see my progression, and I'll see theirs, the people that keep going to my live streams and like update me on their life. And like last night, somebody like Ethan, he was like, yo, I did my homework. I did like 2/3 of my homework, and it's due later in the week. Because the day before that, he was like, hey, should I do my homework? Because I want to stay in this live. And I was like, dude, just please leave, man. Leave, do your homework. I don't want you to watch me in a live stream and not do your homework. That's fucked up. Like, do your homework. You'll feel better after. You'll have more fun. I'm going to stream every day, 7 o'clock p.m. California time. And he comes in the chat. He's like, yeah, I finished 2/3 of it. I feel so much better. And he's like, I'm going to finish the rest of it. And it made me proud. It made me feel like, because he's younger, I think he's in high school. And it made me feel like, kind of like a dad almost. And a lot of them call me dad. They do. A lot of the kids call me dad, and a lot of the people my age or 20s call me dad. Well, the ones that call me dad that are like my age, they like fuck around, because they know people call me dad. But it's nice, man. And it's kind of like, I used to tell my dad that I wouldn't be like him, and when I have kids, I will treat them kinder than he treated me, and support them. Because my dad he may have financially been there, but like, man, he made things really tough. He always shit on me and made me feel like I was worthless no matter what I did. We never celebrated any successes. That's also why I felt like things would never last, and that's why I wouldn't feel safe to celebrate myself. But yeah, I mean, I'm really proud of everybody. I've been talking about TikTok in the past couple episodes, but what else, man? It's the lockdown, it's quarantine. This is what I do. So I'm gonna share with you guys what's going on. And I'm talking like you're annoyed. Maybe you are, maybe you aren't. I don't know, but at least I'm updating you with new news and not just TikTok was great. I had this many likes today. I had this many followers. Yeah. It's crazy. It's fun crazy. This episode is the first episode where I am going to answer some questions that people have sent me on my email. And just in case you don't know about it, or you want to send me an email, you can email me at setbreakerpod@gmail.com. thesetbreakerpod@gmail.com. So setbreakerpod@gmail.com. Man, that was fucking. I was like, man, I can't spell that right. Okay. Let's see. I'll take a little bit of notes for things that I want to talk about. I don't usually do that, but let's talk about. So I shaved my armpits today. I don't shave it bald to the skin. I shave my armpits, but I don't shave it bald to the skin. I shave it quite low. Why? Because I don't use deodorant. Because deodorant makes my armpits sweat more. Okay, and I don't really smell, so I thought I had to do it because everybody else was using deodorant. Right? I've used all kinds of deodorant: Gillette, Old Spice, Speed Stick, the baking powder Arm & Hammer one, the healthy ones that are like the hippies make. I say hippies because I don't know what, or organic, whatever they call it. I even use Secret. That one would work pretty well, but it didn't feel right to me. I was like, man, this is stopping my armpit from sweating, but I don't think this is healthy. So I just stopped using deodorant a few years ago, right? And then I caught my armpits smelling like shit recently, but you have to stick your nose right on it, and I was like, man, this is smelling pretty strong in my nostrils. So today I said, you know what, shave your pits. And I shave my pits, and it doesn't smell, because all the stink gets trapped in the armpit hair. That's also why I shave my private parts, because I sweat. And not like anybody's touching me, but just in case. Nah, it's Corona. It is a lockdown. There was no hooking up anytime soon or dating. Yeah. You know, lately I have been feeling really ready to date. Like really ready. You know how I know? I've been getting fucking horny as shit. I've been getting super horny. Right? Especially because I've been happy. But the sign of me really being over a breakup and really ready to date is how horny I get. Because I'm a naturally very, very high libido person. Just because I can control it and don't go out fucking everybody doesn't mean I don't have a high libido. I know how to control it. But yeah, man, like right before this, I was like, fuck, maybe I'll just fucking jack off. Like I was like, maybe I'm gonna go jack off. No, but yeah, like in the daytime, which I don't recommend because you get tired, you don't get shit done, right? But yeah, I'm ready to bust some nuts, like for real. And I'm talking like this, like I'm gonna go out and fuck everybody, but yeah, I'm still gonna be picky, picky and stuff, because I'm not trying to just hook up with like crazy girls, because that leads to trouble. Yeah, it's got to be somebody that I at least vibe with, that I like, and there's a high level mutual attraction. Because I'm not trying to convince somebody to date me. Fuck that. Never date somebody that doesn't show you the same level of interest. You should never be chasing somebody or trying to convince somebody that you're awesome or that you are somebody worthy to be dating or even in a relationship with. You should never have to feel like you have to do that. Like that should never be a fucking thing. Especially early on, it's like, why the fuck would I do that? If you don't want me, leave. I don't need you. Nobody. Yeah. Fuck. I've been worried that this podcast is gonna be boring without the guests. I'm gonna be real with you, Because I'm like, are people really interested in just hearing me just talk? To just talk? You know what I mean? But I guess you are, because you're here listening. So I love you. All right, you know what? Let's get to the questions, because I'm just rambling. All right, let's go straight to the questions. Alrighty, busting out my laptop. By the way, having these questions is going to help so much, so I don't have to just sit there and just ramble like a person. Okay, so let's see. All right, questions. Got it. Here we go. I actually didn't get a lot of questions from people. I think only 2 people emailed me. Yeah. So, and one of them sent me like 10 questions. So I'm actually gonna go through all of hers, and I don't know if she wants to be anonymous, but to protect her identity, I'm just gonna say her initials. Her initials is NG. NG. First name N, last name G. Thank you. First name N, last name G. All right, question 1. Where do you see yourself in 5 years? Okay, 5 years. That's a tough one because anything can happen, but I will say this. In 5 years, I see myself ideally having 1 million followers on TikTok and at least 100,000 on Instagram. And then I am collaborating with some of the top internet influencers, like people that I actually respect, like, Just Kidding Films maybe, or, Tim DeLaGhetto, those type of people. And they don't have to be Asians too, either way. Right. But if they're Asian, even better, because I want to collaborate with the community and, really spread some positive support for the people, right? And I'll be doing stand-up. Like in 5 years, I would like to see myself be doing stand-up on some big stages like Laugh Factory and stuff, because I haven't done that yet. Yeah. So my ultimate goal in life. What is your ultimate goal in life? It is to be one of the best comedians in America. At least the best comedian that I can be. And I want to be able to, perform anywhere across the country, sell it out so I can make a living off it, making people laugh and feel good and connect with them. Because what I want to do is after the shows, I want to meet them all and then like shake their hands, give them hugs and stuff. Because like I'm like really a super people person. And yeah, somebody may say, "Oh, you'll get tired of it. You'll get tired of it." Maybe I might, but I'll still fucking do it, because like if they're supporting you and paying their money, like why the fuck not, right? Now, let's say I get, like Joe Coy did a show with like 25,000 people. That is going to be near impossible to do. That's just not going to happen. But, 100 people, 300 people, fuck yeah, I'm going to do that. I want to do that. I love it. And having a huge following, like I said earlier, for my internet following, so I could have a successful podcast, so I can make a living off it too. I do it because I love it. Like, I don't make any money off this shit. I've been doing this like 7 months, no money. Weekly, I produce episodes on my own, edit, all that stuff. But yeah, that's one of my goals. And of course, be in a TV show and movie. Next question. Is there someone who you look up to or who has inspired you to become the person you are today? It wasn't really a person that inspired me because I look up to them. It was more seeing certain people around me be so miserable. I knew I didn't want to be that. And because I don't want to be that, I'm going to work hard to be as happy as I can be and do what I want to fucking do, right? Like that's what I've been doing. That's how they would inspire me, I guess you could say. Because it's scary looking at people who are older, like 60, 70, and they just have this permanent frown on their face and they're just not happy and they're just sad individuals. And, maybe it could also be because they had some unfortunate things happen to them. But I also believe, because we all have unfortunate things happen to us, right? But I still believe it's a choice. Happiness is a choice. Like, you get to decide, do I want to sit here and be sad and continue to do nothing, or am I going to go out there and make some shit happen and try to get out of this? Yeah, that's what I believe. When you were younger, did you accidentally ever hurt yourself? Yeah, actually I did. I had... there was a lot, but the one I could think of was I had a TV remote, right? And I was trying to open it up to get to the battery, but it just wasn't working. So I got a knife that I had, and I took the knife and I tried to pop the thing open to where the battery was, and it slipped and I sliced my finger open. That was fucking nuts. That was stupid, by the way. Don't use knives to open things out. I could have used a butter knife, But I decided, let me use a sharp ass blade that could stab people so I could feel like a man. Like a fucking 15-year-old little man boy. Boy man. Yeah. I also broke my hand before in a fight. The fourth metacarpal right here. Right below the knuckle, snapped in half. I broke it on his head. Yeah, I'm not a fighter. It just happened to be that way. Do you like to read books? I do like to read books. I like to read science fiction books. Like, I love the Halo series. I like fantasy books too. I really loved the Harry Potter series. More lately, I've been reading a lot of self-development books. Well, I've always been reading them, but my favorite is The War of Art by Steven Pressfield. That's all about, shattering through your creative blocks and that internal resistance that we face on a daily basis. Regardless of if you're a professional or not, you still feel that shit. Joe Rogan recommended it. He's the fucking man. And it's because of him I read that book, and it changed my life and continues to change my life. Yes! What makes me nervous? What does make me nervous? What gets me nervous? Lately, the thing that gives me anxiety is not making videos. Because since I have a large following and I want to keep producing content for them on the daily, if I don't knock it out of the way and I do other shit, then I can't really relax. And it gets to me and it bothers me and I can't enjoy my day. Which that ties in with the War of Art book I was talking about, because that's a resistance. When you don't do the things you're supposed to do, we get antsy. We can't fucking relax, or we can't do other things that could that we could just chill with, Reading all these questions back to back is different. I hope it's not boring. I'm trying something different. Okay. Do I like to dance? I've always been shy of dancing. Funny enough, I could sing anywhere. I could do stand up anywhere. I could do a lot of things anywhere. But for some reason, dancing is something that I have always been kind of afraid of, self-conscious about. I have rhythm. I just never really put myself out there. Yeah, that's the one thing that I really haven't explored too much. So that's on the list of things to really push. Push. And since I'm single, it's a great way to meet girls and to impress them. Not that I would do it just to impress them, of course, but it's a good way to connect, and it's fun, and it could be sexual, intimate, and enjoyable for both sides when you're dancing, like salsa or something, or I want to learn how to pop and lock. If you know how to pop and lock and you live in Los Angeles, please let me know. I would like to learn. For cheap. Because I'm broke. Please, I beg of you. Oh, good question. What was the best thing about how your parents raised you? I had a really tough childhood. But the upside of that was I would say that I guess there's two things. So my dad was a workaholic. He was never at holidays. He never really, he would never show up to any holiday. We'd go visit. We go to Orange County, 30 miles away, go have Christmas there, and then come back, and my dad's still just working. He just didn't really spend time with the family, even just us. He didn't spend time with us either. But he did provide for us. We never went hungry. We were never on the streets. And watching him work like that, I think it embedded into my mind hard work. Now, he used it as an escape. And there's times that I've used that as an escape too. But I do have a little bit more of that balance, I guess you could say. Because I still prioritize family time when the holidays and shit are there. But, but if something important happens that has to do with my career, I will have to sacrifice that to make my dreams come true, to be truly happy. Even more happy. Because I'm happy just doing what I want to do. I'm pursuing my dreams. I am pursuing my dreams. This right here, what we're doing right now, this is exactly part of it. And I love it. And I'm very happy, very happy. Okay, a few more questions. 2 more questions. Who is your celebrity crush? I don't really have like a celebrity crush that I think about on a constant basis or even occasionally, but I did have it. I was super into that Charlize Theron. I think she's very hot. She has long legs because I have a massive leg fetish. Like I have a massive leg fetish. Like if the legs are way longer than the torso, you know, it drives me crazy. That's one thing I have absolutely no control over. It's crazy. Especially if they have a high calf to where it's like not a cankle, but the calf is shorter than the rest of the bottom part of the leg. You know what I mean? And if the skin is super smooth and there's no like strawberry legs and shit. So you could, I mean, you know, I'm not lying because I'm being so specific, but it's just, I've always had a leg fetish since like I was in second grade. I have no idea where that came from. Maybe that's why I'm not with my ex also. Because she always had these really like thick leg stubbles that even when she shaved that day, it would just, I could feel it and it would turn me off. I did my best to not let it get to me, you know, but it got to the point where I'd have to avoid touching her legs. Unless if she wasn't wearing socks and stuff. Long socks. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know why it's such a powerful thing. Because I like, you know, girls have mustaches, doesn't bother me. You can wax it, shave it. Like she had that too. She'd shave it because she was Mexican. That's fine. There was even times where I kissed her where I could feel some of the stubble on her lips. It was fine. It didn't bother me. But as soon as I feel leg hair, I freak out. So yeah. And I told myself, but there's so many great girls out there that, you know, don't have super smooth legs and all that stuff and blah, blah. Yeah, it's okay if it's like stubbly, but hers was like extra, like strong, like man stubble. It's hard to explain. Or maybe I just explained it. Yeah, I did explain it. So, yeah. I'm really not a high maintenance guy besides that. Moving on. Pet peeves, people that breathe really fucking loud. I cannot take people that breathe so loud. It's like, please shut your mouth. I'm begging you. It's annoying. Right? Like you're in a movie theater and all of a sudden, you know, there's no seats and all of a sudden this person just comes right next to you, like one seat away. And there's times where people have sat right next to me and this motherfucker will just breathe, just like, they just do, stop. Or people that, oh man, the thing that makes me the most angry where I want to fight but I don't is people that chew with their mouth open. I chew with my mouth open, but in movie theaters I don't. When I eat the popcorn, because I don't want to bother people. Because I know it's loud and we're in a movie theater, but these people they either don't care or they're not aware of how loud they're chewing the popcorn. It drives me crazy. Literally, or foot tapping in a movie theater. Everything in a movie theater, any noise just pisses me off. I know it's a public place, but I'm so sensitive to noise like that. It pisses me off. And every once in a while, I get to the movie theater. Nobody makes noise, even if there's a lot of people. And usually it's a lot of adults that are quiet. And it's just great. And I'm in heaven. I'm in fucking heaven. Wow. I'm really tired right now because I didn't sleep that much. I had a workout. That's all the questions. But I didn't want to take a nap because if I take a nap, I'm not going to finish this stuff. So I want to finish all this stuff, shoot a video after this, and keep shit going. But yeah. Again, so if you want to send me any questions or you had like, not just questions about me, but questions about your life that you want to ask, like maybe, I don't know, like somebody stole your crayon and you want to know, hey, should I punch him in the back of the head or spit in his face or let it go, stuff like that. and I'll answer it. Okay. So yeah, guys, this has been a very, very fatigued version of Michael podcast episode. Hopefully, you got something out of it. If you listened to this long, thank you. Thank you for paying attention. Thank you for being here with me. I hope we get to know each other a little bit better. And I will see you on the next episode of the Set Breaker podcast. Bye.